Hi, everybody. Welcome to my Tuesday Coffee and a Card Live from a bright and sunny Middle Tennessee. It's only going to get about 54 degrees today, but with the sunshine, it is beautiful. Just looks like it's going to be a glorious day. So that is perfect for me. It is Tuesday, December 5th, 2023, and it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. We finally got out a few decorations. We've had our tree up, but no decorations on it. And then yesterday, my husband brought in a few boxes of decorations, and today I hope to get a few of them out around the house to make it feel more like Christmas here. Not a lot, just a few this year. There's just a lot going on. I'm sorry to hop on here about a minute late. Just as I was going to get started, the doorbell rings and it's people to put in our whole house water purification system, because in Middle Tennessee, all these homes are built on limestone. And my understanding is this is the kidney stone capital of the world. I mean, there's just a ton of kidney stones here. And I've been having a lot of problems, urinary tract problems. So we're just getting a whole house filter put in. So that tied me up for a minute. Not too long, but for a minute. Let's see if I am coming up and running yet. I don't see anyone popping on, and there's always a delay. So I chat for a bit. So let me see on my site what I'm finding. Looks like I am up. So I know it's a busy time of year, and that is fine. We're all good. So my name is Maureen Rolfus, also known as the Crazy Stamping Lady. I am coming to you from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for over 26 years, and I love what I do. I am here to help you learn the joy of card making and paper crafting. It has been a blessing for me. I consider it a ministry. And if I can share with you, that just makes me happy. And I'm also here to encourage you that as you make those beautiful creations, you send them out to others to bring some joy to their days. I always am amazed when people say, oh yeah, I have boxes and boxes of cards and I don't know what to do with them. Send them to someone. Brighten their day. Find out if there's a ministry locally where you can send to people who are shut-ins. Or there's a lot of Facebook groups where they just request cards for people who are going through hard times. Bring the joy to yourself and then share it with someone else. That's especially something to be mindful this time of year. So that is my goal. I hope your day is off to a good start. We had a really nice weekend. We got to watch my granddaughter, Makai, play in her ENCL soccer showcase on Friday, which was very cool. And then last night, we got to watch my grandson, Xavier, play in his basketball game for his middle school. So that was very cool. And then over the weekend, my granddaughter, Kamiley, received an unexpected college offer to run for a cross-country team, which was to a college she hadn't even applied for. So that was pretty exciting. Hi, Jennifer. Glad you're here. Just a lot of fun stuff going on. And I'm so glad you all know me and you know that's why we moved here. And it makes me so happy. Let me know how your weekend was. I'd love to hear what's going on in your life. As always, I will be drawing from all of the comments on today's video today through midnight tomorrow and giving away the project that we make today. So please be sure to comment as many times as you like. Let me know you're here. Say hi. Tell me what's going on in your life. Ask questions. Comment on the project. I don't care. I love that interaction with you guys. It's a big part of why I do this. It makes me happy, and I hope it makes you happy too. Hi, Jennifer. Glad for saying hello. Thank you. Let me see what else I want to tell you. Any comments entered today through midnight tomorrow will be entered for that drawing. And congratulations to my last winner. That was Linny Persons. She won that diamond stair step card that I made. Hi, Debbie. Glad you're watching. And that is out on its way in the mail to you, Linny. So yay for that. And then I also wanted to congratulate our sketch challenge winner from last month. I drew for that. And the winner is, hi, Annette. Good to see you on here. The winner of that was Frances Mardis. And Frances, that gift will be going out to you this week. I just haven't gotten it in the mail yet. Hi, Linda. Glad you're here. And also I wanted to congratulate my November order winners. So they were Lisa Lau, Sharon Rowland, and Joanne Norton. And those prizes will also be out to you in the mail this week. So thank you guys for your support. I really appreciate it. And I'm glad I can give some fun stuff back to you. Also, if you can share my video to your homepage, to a crafty group, to a crafty friend, that just brings me more exposure for my small business, and I appreciate it so much. And if you do that, let me know, and I will give you a bonus entry, not only for your comment, but a bonus for sharing, so towards getting today's cards. I really do appreciate that. I think that's all I want to say here. I'm going to take you down to my table. I have a few fun things to show you. So I'm going to turn you around. You can see my beautiful sunshine down to the table. And then I'm probably going to have to adjust because I've been pushing it back so it's not quite so close while I do my personal part. I just felt like it was right up in my face. So I'm going to pull this down a little bit. And I think we're pretty close to where I need to be. So we're going to go with that. This is me, Maureen Rolfes, the Crazy Stamping Lady. My blog is crazystampinglady.blogspot.com. My email is crazystampinglady@gmail.com. Facebook is facebook.com/crazystampinglady, which is where you should be right now if you're watching me. My YouTube is under Maureen Rolfes, and I have migrated over about 15 of my videos. So if you want to watch them there, you can do that also. If you do, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe to that channel because I'm hoping to start to do some more fun things on YouTube. Also, on the YouTube, if you have friends that are not on Facebook, please let them know about it because that's one reason why I'm doing this. I've had a lot of requests from people who don't do Facebook, but they do watch things on YouTube. So I'm trying to get that channel up and running. And you can shop with me at stampingwithmaureen.stampinup.net. If you shop with me in the month of December, this is my hostess code. I appreciate so much if you use that. That is how I get the extra things that I can give back to you as gifts and prizes. So I really appreciate you using that. If your order is over $150 pre-shipping and handling and tax, then don't use that because you will earn some of your own hostess rewards. I'm going to move this out of the way. I have a few cards to share with you guys. So my first one is just a hello card from my good friend Lori from Prescott, Arizona. I love it. You guys know I'm a clean and simple gal, but I love this layout very much, and I probably will case it soon. So watch for that to happen. I just like the whole layout and the feel of it. Thank you so much for Lori for sending this. The colors are beautiful, and I appreciate you being so faithful in remembering me with cards. It makes my heart sing. This beautiful Christmas card is from my friend Debbie. She was also a customer in Prescott, and now she has moved from there, but she sent me this. It is kind of a joyful card. I guess it is a joyful, well, I don't know if it is or not considered close. Beautiful card, Debbie. I really appreciate it. Look at the sparkle on there, and that paper is such amazing paper. I appreciate you thinking of me. This card is from my friend Lisa from Prescott. Also very, very cute and unique and a great use of all of those papers and elements. I just love it. How beautiful is that? Thank you, Lisa, for thinking of me and getting a card out to me. And this card is from my friend Carol. She was a customer and a team member in Prescott, and she's also moved to Murfreesboro, so I get to see her and spend time with her here, and it makes me so happy. And she sent me this gorgeous holiday card. Just look at that. It is so pretty. Thank you so much, Carol, and I am so glad you are here. and I get to spend time with you. And then my last card is one similar to one that you've seen me make. It is the bridge card that I made, but it's from my friend Sharon. And Sharon actually made these even before I showed that and told me about them and said she had made them with the sleigh and the horse on the front. And I do love that. I didn't get this stamp set, but I love the way that looks with the scenery in the back. And it is just beautiful, Sharon, and thank you for sharing it with me and sending it to me and thinking of me. I appreciate you. All right, mini catalog and celebration, you guys. I got mine in the mail. I'm so excited. This doesn't start till January 4th, and I can't show you the inside of the catalogs. We can only show the outside and any products we've received, and I have received a few. I'm not going to show you today, but maybe my next video I might do something with something new from the mini catalog. But this is Celebration, and this is the mini catalog. I can also show you the front of that and the back, and I'm just telling you, this is a sneak peek of what's inside, and this is going to be a favorite. I love it so much. I hate telephones, but I love those retro designs, and how cute is that? Anyway, if you ordered from me, these have been ordered since June 1st. So if you placed an order with me since last June 1st, these have been ordered through Stampin' Up! And are on the way to you, and you should have them in December sometime. If you don't have them like by January 1st, let me know, and then we can get you a new one out to you. So those are coming. And if you didn't get on that list and you would like one, just drop me an email at crazystampinglady@gmail.com, and we'll figure out a way to make that work for you. I'm going to move those out of the way. Here is my bundle bonus for the month of December. So every month I pick a bundle and I give all of my proceeds to a charity. This month it's going to be Countryside Corners, which is a favorite of mine, and I'm so glad that I can make it a bundle bonus. If you purchase this in the month of December, I will give 100% of my profits to the Doors of Hope Ministry here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It's called, you can find out more at opendoorsofhope.org. It is a wonderful ministry that does incredible things here in Murfreesboro. So I would love if you would help me support them. But also you will receive as a thank you a special full bundle tutorial of additional ideas made with this bundle. So I hope you'll consider purchasing that. We're going to be using this bundle today on our card. And then every month I have a free monthly virtual card class. The one for November will be next Monday, December 11th at 11 o'clock. It is available for anyone to watch here on my Facebook page, but those who purchase from me will have received kits in the mail, hopefully by then, that they can put together, and I will show you how they go together. If you would like to have the kits for the January class, which will be on January the 8th at 11 o'clock a.m., and notice I had to change my year on there. Not the last of that, I'm sure. And you place an order from me in December using this hostess code. If you order 50 or over, you'll get 3 free card kits. 75 or more will get you 3 free card kits plus a bonus project. $100 or more will get you the 3 free card kits, a bonus project, and a half a package of a current embellishment. So those are just fun ways to get some fun stuff to do. You get 1 kit per month. So no matter what your order level is, whatever your highest order is, I will send you that kit. So if you place a $50 order, that would have gotten you 3 card kits. But then later you place a $100 order, you would get the $100 order card kit. I just send 1 per customer. Believe me, it's a lot of work, and you would be getting duplicates, and that's just the way I've set this up, and I hope that's okay with all of you. But you will get the one at the highest level you are at. But you must use my hostess code unless your order is over $150. Otherwise, you will not qualify for the free card kits. So please remember that when you're placing your order. Yay to that. I love doing those classes. I've had a lot of fun with them. Current mini catalog still going through January 3rd, right? January 3rd. Dates just get out of my brain really fast. Yeah, January 3rd. Lots of fun stuff in here. Remember, things in here that are not carrying over are only available while supplies last. So things are starting to go away. If there's something you really want out of here, get it now while it is still available if you can. Also, our current annual catalog, this continues through next April, so you have some time for it. We are using the bundle out of here today. It is that Countryside Corner bundle. Let's see if I can find that page where my little bookmark is there. I don't know why it won't open to it. I guess it's pretty worn out, the bookmark. There we are. So this is the bundle. It is this beautiful stamp set that stamps all these images, as well as all of these dies that will cut them out. And you will see it in use today. I'll show you how to play with it. It was paired in the catalog with all of these blue papers, which are gorgeous. But we're going to do a fun Christmas card with it today. And I just want you to know that if you purchase the two of them together, you always get a 10% savings as long as you're purchasing it out of this catalog. So I try to do bundle bonuses that are at 10% off in the catalogs for my monthly deals for you, because that is also another incentive. And then I just want to let you know that as of today, up on the stamping site, the clearance rack has been renewed, so there's some great new stuff in the clearance rack, and they've added a brand new card kit that is stunning. It is just beautiful, and I've already placed my order for one this morning, so check that out if you get a chance under the kits collection. It is only online. That's the only place you can see it. I didn't print a flyer for it. I didn't have time, but it is beautiful, and when mine comes in the mail, I'll be sure to share it with you all. All right, so today we're playing with that Countryside Corners stamp set and the dies that go with it. So I'm going to pull some of that out here while we're working on it. So this is the stamp. It is just one single large stamp that gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different outlines that you can use for different layers on your card. And I'm going to show you how I did it today, and then hopefully this month I'll get a chance to do some other cards with it and show you some more things. But for the card that we're making today, we are going to use several of the dies. So let me just set this aside for a minute. Got lots going on my desk here, guys. And we're going to make this adorable card. So you can see all these layers here, as well as this one, came out of this die set. And we're pairing this with another bundle called Trucking Along. So this is a bundle that is an online exclusives only. It is available. For a while the punch was out of stock, but it is currently available. So it is right here for you to see. So this is the bundle. When you're online, just go to the online exclusive section, or if you want to specifically just see this, go to the Trucking Along and search on that. It is an adorable set. And today as I made it, I debated on whether I should fill that little truck up with presents or whether I should put the Christmas tree in, but we went with the tree like it's coming from a tree farm. It's got a lot of great little elements in it. I just love it, and it coordinates with this punch. So we'll be playing with this today also. Excuse me. And my inside sentiment for the card, I'm just going to show you right away, is going to come from the Brightest Glow. I didn't have a sentiment. I loved this one for the outside, wishing you a festive Christmas. But I didn't have a good coordinating one from the set for the inside, so I'm just putting Merry Christmas on the inside. You could really choose any of these. In fact, maybe for today's card, I'll switch it up. We'll see. But right now I have Merry Christmas mounted, so we'll probably use that. But I love this set. This is in the annual catalog. You guys have seen me use it 100 times. I love it, love it, love it. So it's just a good set to have because it has so many great sentiments. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you how you can use this stamp to get a border that you want. So I don't want to. You could just stamp the whole thing if you wanted and just use it like a background. And I have done that on cards. But for this specific one, I want to have just this size of die. And so this size matches this little dotted line. And that's the only thing I want to stamp and cut out. So I'm going to set this aside. And we are going to use this. So I know it's this dotted line one. And I'm just going to take my Stampin' Write marker. Now, do not use blends on here. If you use blends, they are permanent, like a Sharpie. And they will stain your stamp set, and they will not work at all for stamping. Trust me. So just use your watercolor Stampin' Write markers. These are great for direct to stamp stamping. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to use the brush end of this, and this is my real red marker. And I am just going to drag it along those little bitty images. Now this is a real thin one, so I'm just using the side to drag along on there. If you had a larger image like this one up here, you'd want to color it a little bit more because you want it to be completely inked up. But these little elements are placed far enough away from each other on this stamp set that you can just ink up the one you're hoping to use, or the two, or whatever you're planning to do for your card. After I do that, I am just going to take this now and stamp it onto my cardstock, and we're going to hope for the best because I am on screen, so you never know, right? And I'm just going to press it down and let that ink transfer. I could have huffed on it, but we did that pretty fast, so I think it still stayed wet. And there we go. That's how easy it is to get the border you want. And then I could take this over to my cut and emboss machine and just cut it out, and I would have this little image like on here that has that little border around it. Now I'm going to show you the one we're using today. It did have a boo-boo. I got a little bit of my red on another piece. I don't know how I did that, but I did. But we're going to cover that up with a bow, so I'm not even worrying about it. I think it's going to be just fine. And if it's not, you will get this card that I made ahead of time. So don't worry about that, but this is the one we're using. And this I will keep to make another card when I'm done here today. Yay! All right, what else do I want to show you here? Okay, so let's get out our pieces for this. And these two, and this one. And I'm going to show you the actual dies. So when you get this die set, it has all the different dies in all the different sizes to cut out all those different borders. For today's card, we're using the 3 largest. So the largest is my black layer, the next one is my red, the next one is that vanilla layer that I just showed you. There's still 2 more layers of these besides, as well as this kind of rounded corner rectangle, and this is what we're using for our sentiment today. And then there's a tiny little banner one that you can also punch out, which is adorable. So there's a lot of fun things in here, and it is perfect for my bundle bonus because I think it is such a versatile stamp set and die set. So here's my pieces pre-cut. We're going to have a vanilla envelope, and I'll show you how I decorated that because that's what I will do on yours most likely, is just whatever sentiment we put on the inside of the card. And then we're going to take a piece of crumb cake that is 8.5 by 5.5, and I'm going to fold it in half. Usually I do this before I get on camera, but every now and then I like to show you how I fold these to get that beautiful, nice crease on the inside of them. So you just fold it in half and use your bone folder. And now you can see it's not a gorgeous, nice crease. It's got some like raggedy little edges on it. So I always fold mine back the other way. Make sure it's lined up again. And then come in with my bone folder and do it again. And then when you open it up, you have this beautiful creased line down the inside of your card. I just love that look. To me, it shows that you took a little extra time, finished off the card, made it the way you wanted it to look for who's getting it. So we're going to put this together, the layers that we can to start with. I'm going to grab my seal. And this is my largest one of the, what are these? Octagons, I guess. They have 8 sides. So we're just going to add some seal along the edge to tack this down on my card. Just like that. And this is going to get centered onto the front of the card. So now I hear a horn beeping. Who knows what's going on out there? I don't see anything, so I'm not going to worry about it. Don't think it's for me, although it could be the people working on the water system tapping it for my husband or something. Okay, so there is that. And it looks like I got it a little bit crooked. So the great thing about seal is if you pick it up right away, before you've burnished it down much, you can move it. And I love that about it. It's movable. But once you put it down and let it set, it is going to become a very permanent seal onto your card. The next one we're going to use is our real red layer. This was cut out with the second largest of the octagons. And we're going to come in here with seal on this one too. And just add it. Because these aren't really rectangles, they're octagons. I try to get a little bit in those corners, making sure it'll stay down good. I'm going to come in here and center this onto the black layer. And I just love this shape. It's such a unique shape, and you can cut out pretty much anything using these dies. Okay, next we're going to use the one that I cut out with the border, and I'm going to make sure that this little blotch is down in this corner so I can hopefully cover it with that ribbon. Like I said again, I will send you this one if we don't get it covered good, because I don't mind that, and I would send that on to a friend. I'm not a perfectionist in any way, although I like my things to look very nice. So, all right. But they are handmade, right? They're handmade. So cut yourself some slack and don't worry about it too much. All right, let's place this in here. Just like that. All right, so those layers are down, and now we're going to work on our truck and tree and sentiments. So let's grab, hopefully I opened this the right way. Yay, I did. For just a second, I thought maybe I had it going the other way. So for this, we're going to stamp our truck. Now, again, this is an online exclusive bundle. So to see it and to purchase it, you really need to go online. But you can put the number in for it. Even though you see it there online, you can add it to any order. So if you're at a workshop or if you're ordering at home, just put the number in and you can buy it. It just means those products are only available to see online. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Excuse me just a second. My throat's getting dry. Oh, and that is so good. I do much better when I take a sip of my coffee. Trust me. Okay, so we're going to stamp our little truck, and I'm going to stamp it, the outline of it, using our Memento Black ink. And you know these little trucks are all the rage for the holidays, so I thought it would be fun to make some of my holiday cards using it. I'm going to come in here. Hopefully I got that inked up pretty well. And we're just going to add this to my cardstock. Just like that. Oh, that's not very dark. I'm going to try him again. I wonder if I have another scrap of vanilla here. I do see that. Okay, yeah, let's see if we can stamp this truck again. I'm just going to flip it over and do it on this side. I just didn't get enough of my black on there. I wasn't paying super close attention, I guess. So we're going to come in here, stamp it here. I want it nice and dark. Oh, that one's perfect. So that is our little outline for our truck. And then I'm going to use a real red ink. And we're going to stamp the inside body of this truck. So this is really super easy to line up, so I hope I do as well today. I've stamped a few of these, and every one of them has lined up perfectly. But you know, when you're on camera, things don't always work out that way. But this has little white lines that you can see, so you can line up easily with like the fender well on your trucks, just right below that. And then the white line down the middle goes right behind the door. And it seems to work perfect every time. Isn't that cute? Very, very easy to line up. I know not all stamps are, but this one is perfect. And then I'm going to color my tires and the little dots in the middle of the hubcaps with my Stampin' Right marker. Now there is actually a stamp that is really easy to line up also. Let me see if I can grab it real quick here and show you. Right here, that will stamp those in with Memento if you want to. But you guys know I like to color, and it's just as easy with a marker. So I'm just going to do that. Now if you were doing these assembly style, I probably would use the stamp and just do all of the outlines and then do all the bodies and then come all in with back with the black and do this part of it. But since we're only doing this one right now, I'm just going to come in here. These are our new Stampin' Right markers. Same colors as our old ones. But instead of having that little plastic nib tip, they have a little like felt tip marker that I love very, very much. It works wonderful for coloring, but yet it's still tiny and can get into all those little bitty spots. So it is a great one, and I am so happy we switched them over. All right, so there is our truck. And we're going to punch that out using the Trucking Build Along Builder Punch. It has the truck. It has windows if you wanted to use it. It has a circle, which I'm not really sure for, but you could maybe make a sunshine. I'm not really sure how it's used on it unless you wanted to put a wheel on the outside, I guess. It has fender wells you can cut out. Mostly I've used it just to cut out my truck. So that's what we're going to use today. I'm going to come in here and get it in here. I guess I could have made my cardstock just a tad bigger, but I didn't. So we're going to work with it and get it lined up right where I want it. As long as I can grip it somewhere, I can usually get it pretty close. Okay, so there's our truck. Punch it out. How cute is that? Now I just need a little scrap of vanilla. Let me get rid of some of these circles. A little scrap of vanilla to do my tree for the back of the truck. So we're going to come in again with the Memento. And I'm going to stamp the tree outline in black. I'll do it like right here. And then I'm going to use our Old Olive. Now you could choose any tree color you like, but I like Old Olive. It's probably one of my favorite greens, if not my favorite green. Well, it's hard to say. I like a few of them. But Mossy Meadow is another favorite. I would say Old Olive and Mossy Meadow of all of our greens are my favorite. And I'm going to ink this tree up. Make sure I have it completely inked up. And again, this is pretty easy to line up. I'm basically lining it up with the black outline on here. But it does have white spots that look like snow. Oh, I didn't do that so well. I'm going to try it again. The one I did before was perfect, of course. But you know what? This is a scrap, and who cares if I do it again, right? It's just cardstock. Okay, there, let's try that. Move this out of the way. Hit it with my Old Olive again. And if this one messes up, we're using it anyway, so. Line it up. Oh yeah, I guess when I don't do it at an angle, it might be better. We'll see. Oh yeah, much, much better. So that one's pretty lined up. It does have the white spots that look like where snow might have landed on the branches. And we're going to cut this out with my snips. So I'm going to leave a little bit extra of white here at the bottom, just like that. And then we're going to come in and just cut around our branches. And when you're doing fussy cutting like this, I always leave a little bit, like in this case of the vanilla showing. I think that that's much more forgiving than cutting right up to the image. And it mimics the way our dies cut. There's always a little bit of that showing around the edge. And it helps you not have to take so much time and be so perfect, because that white edge just blends in with the background. So I'm going to come in here on this side, cut in on these branches just a little bit. Hope you're having a great day. I'm looking outside at the sunshine and just thinking, oh my gosh, life is good. It is just beautiful out there. Trying not to stress about all the stuff I still need to do for the holidays. And we're going to place this tree right in the back of this truck. So I'm going to come in here under this bottom branch just a little bit and cut in. I didn't do that, but I'm going to do it on here, and I'll show you why. So when I place this in the back of my truck, I can actually have that little branch coming over the front as a little bit of a hook in there and hold it in place. So that's how we're going to do it. And to add this to my truck, I could use Tombow or whatever I wanted, but I'm going to use tape. So I'm just going to take some regular Scotch tape, small piece of it, because I'm just anchoring these together at this point. I'm going to place this tree right where I want it, right there, and then come and add this tape to my back. So I had this handy because I was wrapping presents. The back of it obviously was where I stamped that truck incorrectly, but it doesn't matter because it's not going to show once you place this on your card. So remember, your cardstock always has two sides to it. We're just going to add this to the front using some dimensionals. So let me grab my dimensionals. And I'm going to put one on this end and kind of anchor that tree and truck together just a little bit more. And then one on this end, and that's all we should need for this. And pull those backings off. This one's giving me a little trouble. It's a pack I just opened, but it's one that moved here with us from Arizona, and I wonder if it got kind of hot in the box because the backs don't want to release quite as easily. They will come off, but I have to fuss with them a little bit. But that's okay. I might not use them for my online videos again, though, so you don't have to watch me struggling. But that can happen, but don't throw them away. They might be a little harder to get off, but they still work. And then we're going to take this guy, and I'm going to center him side to side with the peak of that tree just coming up almost to the top of this card piece here. Just like that. And then we're going to do our sentiments. So let me grab this, and we're going to stamp "Wishing you a festive season," which is from this same Trucking Along bundle. Now, I don't know if I pointed it out. I'm going to grab it one more time. This is a year-round set. So you can put the gifts in it, like for a birthday or a different time. You can put trees or flowers in it, like you're hauling them for a nursery. You could leave the back of the truck open. There's a little park bench you can add to, or the sides. Actually, I saw someone just do it as a park bench. It is not a park bench, but they made the most adorable little park bench with this tree behind it on a card. This is actually sideboards for on your pickup if you want to add them there. There's clouds for the sky. And then it's got "Sending you sunny thoughts," "Special delivery," "Farm fresh," and "Every day is a fresh start." So there's really a lot of versatility to this set. It is an online exclusive, so you know online exclusives are only available. I'm stamping this with Memento as long as Stampin' Up! Wants them to be available. So if they sell and they're popular, most likely they will continue. If they don't and they run out, they just will not reorder them, and they'll move something else to online exclusives, and that works. So there is our cute little sentiment for this card. Get that out of the way for a second here. Actually, I'm just going to add it right away since I have it here with a couple dimensionals also. And yes, you're going to have to watch me fight to get the backings off of these, but you know, life is life. Just so you know, not everything comes easily. Even to Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, we have to struggle occasionally with things like this. But I don't want to waste these. Dimensionals are so wonderful, and they work just great once they're on the card. It's just getting that backing off. And that's all I can think of. I don't usually ever have this problem, but they were in a box that came from Arizona, and I guess that could have happened. They got too much warmth and sunshine. All right, so we're going to place this, and I'm placing it centered side to side, but I want some of that red layer to show beneath it. So I'm coming up on here just a little bit. So there's a little bit of red showing, just like that. And then we're going to add our bow up here. And to make my bow, I'm using our 1/4-inch gingham ribbon. Now we have 1/4-inch gingham that is white and black. And then we have, let me see if I can find it real quick here. I just had it, oh, here it is. And then we have, how white is this? 3/8 of an inch ribbon that is vanilla and white. So you can see the difference in their color. I love them both. They're both great. And they can both be colored with our blends to match any color you want as long as you have that blend color. So we're going to color this ribbon using our Real Red light. Oh, I didn't think I had the light. I'm going to grab the dark. I think I want the dark. The real, oh, they're both light. I have 2 lights and no darks. Well, how did that happen? I must have 2 sets somewhere. We're going to just use light, I guess, because that's what I've got. And I'm going to use the brush end. I probably will go over it twice because the light makes it just a little more pink the first time, but you can darken it to make it red the second time. So we're going to come in here. It's just the white and the red together are a little bit lighter. And I'm just using scrap paper under here because I didn't want to ruin what I had on my pad. And this does soak through. You can see from the lines on this paper that it can soak through. And I'm going to do that a little bit further just to make sure I have enough color to make my bow. And then I'm going to come back and go over the whole thing one more time just to make it a little deeper red. So I don't know if you can notice that on camera, but it does change it. It does make it a little bit darker the second time you go over. In fact, you could probably do it a third time if you really wanted it even darker. But to me, this will be fine. Keep going. I'm sure I had my dark real red here. I'm gonna have to search for that. Wonder where it went. All right, so this dries relatively fast, which is super nice. The blends, like I said, they're like Sharpies, and so it does dry. Although when I do my bow here in a minute, I might get a little on my fingers because even though it's relatively dry, it does need to sit a little bit before you start manipulating it. But I'm not gonna wait. I don't care if I get a little ink on my fingers. It's not the first time. It won't be the last. So now you can see that this is now a red and black gingham bow. And I'm just going to, ribbon. I'm going to come in here and just tie a little bow with it. And hopefully I can do that on camera without too much trouble. Usually I don't have trouble, but today has been a little bit of a trouble day. So we'll see how things go. No, I can do it. All right, so we're just gonna pull this. I wanna make it a little larger like that, yes. Just manipulate your bows. You can keep pulling them back and forth and redoing them until you get them the size that you want, and that looks just about right. Then I'm gonna grab my ribbon cutting scissors, and we're gonna trim this up just a little bit like that. And then I have this little tail, so you can see me manipulating it. Got a little bit of that on my fingers, but honestly, it dries so fast. If I let this sit just a little bit longer, it would have dried and that wouldn't have come off at all. I've done this many times and tied many a bow where no ink got on me. Well, what fun is that? Okay, so this guy, we're gonna put over here. And on this one, I put it on the bottom, but on this one, let's see. I was thinking maybe there's a way I could cover up that boo-boo. And you know, maybe not completely. So this is probably the one you will get if you win, most likely. And this is the one that I will keep and send to somebody else because it covers it up pretty well. But I actually like the bow down in this corner better. So we're gonna put this one up here and I will use it, but I will send this one as my prize. So I'm just using a glue dot on the back of there. I press the knot of the bow right down on there. If any of it sticks over the edge at all, just roll it back on there with your fingers like that, and then come and place your bow where you want it. And I want it right here, just like that, to cover up my boo-boo. So that's our card, guys. This is the one I'll be giving away because it has a bow down here. It's the same card basically on the inside. Merry Christmas. I love it. I think it is just beautiful, a lot of fun, and it's my first card this month using my bundle bonus. So I hope you liked it too. If you have any questions on it at all, let me know. I would love to hear from you. I want to thank you for taking some time out of your busy day to be with me today. Don't forget to leave me your comments for a chance to win this card. I love to hear from you. Again, you have till tomorrow night, midnight, and I'll draw the next morning. I do plan to be back here on Friday at this point. If that changes, I will let you know. There's a possibility that my daughter might be able to make it over, and we're going to do some fun stamping for her business that she works for. So if we can get that on Friday, I will postpone my video till Saturday, but I'll keep you informed. Just watch my page for those updates. Anyway, as always, I would love to be your creative coach and demonstrator. If you have any questions at all or would like a catalog from me, please reach out in the comments of this video or by email at crazystampinglady@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the brand new kit on the online exclusive kits collection, as well as the clearance rack, since new things have been added. And I hope to hear from you soon. I plan to be back here Friday or Saturday. Until then, have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye now.